to the W&T Farm Girl channel. Today we're going to be doing something very different. Today we are going to be bringing joy into someone's life. I was really excited. I've been planning this for months. Now, if you are familiar with lasers, you know how complex they can be to operate. I had a very good friend. He just was not very computer literate. So when I saw the xTool M1 machine and I saw exactly what it could do, I knew someone who could put it to use better than I could. His name's Mr. Tom, and he works at my son's co-op school. He is the co-op grandpa that's there to give joy to all of the kids and torment some of them. Why are they so mean to you? Are you a punk? What are you doing to these kids?
I think I'm a punk.
Now, like many of you, Mr. Tom is retired. However, his wife died just a couple of years ago, leaving him very, very lonely. And finding hobbies in the wintertime in Michigan can be really tough. So I thought this would be the perfect ticket for him. Let's go brighten his day and give him the most amazing surprise ever. Let's go. All right, so we are here for round 2 with the xTool laser engraver and cutter machine, and we have Mr. Tom here with us today, and he is going to be demoing out this unit. So Mr. Tom has decided that he would like to engrave a water bottle first. So we are going to put the rotary tool to work. So you want to find the widest point. So we also are going to want to check our rotary tool right here, and this is actually going to be just a little bit too skinny to fit in here. It's probably going to get swallowed, so we're actually going to move this over. So with the rotary tool, you've got 4 different slots that you can put it in. We've got our widest one, so we've got 1, 2, 3 different slots right there. So we're going to bring it over to this slot right here, and to do that, we are going to remove the screw right there. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. All right, so we've got it all loaded up. We're gonna print some coffee graphics on this. We're using a combination of the vector graphics that are in this program here and this little picture of a coffee mug that I found online. So these are on 2 separate layers, and to put it on a new layer, you're just gonna right click on the object that you want moved and then click it a different color. The other thing we're gonna note is that you've got 2 modes. You've got roller and you've got chuck. We went through and we measured our distance. You can auto measure using the measuring tool. If that doesn't work, it'll tell you, and then you can measure it yourself after that. So we have done all of that. We have made sure our red dot is in the center, and we found the center of our cylinder. So in theory,
it should work.
It should work. So it's going to basically show us where it's going to go around the entire perimeter. You want to make sure it's rolling just fine.
It's rolling perfect. That's crazy.
All right, so I will let you stay here and I'll let you know when you can push the master button. All right, so now we're gonna click process. And then after we click process, we have to click start. So it's 2 steps. After you click start, then you can push the button.
Bam.
Wait, you can't look at this. You don't have safety glasses on.
That's why it's got a tinted cover.
Yeah, it has a nice tinted cover. All right, so we ended up having to stop this. We've been at it for half an hour and we have to get some other projects done, but you can go ahead and pull it out. So this is what we have. So we did lose a little bit of definition towards the top up here. So there's something with my settings probably. Oh, you know what? That's why I had you level it. I couldn't figure out why.
Oh, for the taper of the, okay.
Yeah, so that you get the taper. Okay, so this is why you level it. So, but you can see how crisp it is down here. That looks really nice, honestly. And then right here is where it was just starting to come back up. But it probably would have taken an hour and a half to do that entire thing. But it does look really nice though. I mean, it's strange because you can't feel anything, but it's like it's burned.
Oh, you really can't. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just, it looks nice. Let me see if my camera can focus on it. It's having a hard time. But I'm honestly surprised and impressed at how well it is looking on the bottom half right here. All right, so Mr. Tom has been going through this and working on it and really trying to get it nailed down. And he came up with this design for one of his little friends who makes cookies. And so this is the font that he picked out. This is called Gordita. And actually we have our layers hidden over here. So if we show those really quick, there it is. So we have a cookie. So we're gonna click on our graphics right there. It says we're going to engrave. Oh, and you know what? I forgot it again. Because on your computer, it actually hides the options down here. And we really want to make sure we don't want it going too deep. So right now you can see that it has the power set to 70 and the lines per centimeter at 100. So I'm actually going to change this to, oops. And if you have a laptop, I do suggest getting a separate little mouse to make it easier. We could bump it up to 160. So maybe even we'll go 200. If you go too low on this, it's gonna have a lot of lines through it. And since this is gonna be a little bit larger plaque, we wanna make sure it doesn't have a million lines through it. So this was at 70, we bumped it down to 50. And then speed is 175. All right, so go ahead and click, yep. So you gotta go ahead and frame it. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna push the button. And then we're gonna watch the little laser module go around. See that little light it's putting out? So it's showing you exactly where your graphics are gonna go. So do it one more time. It has you do it 2 times just to make sure in case you blinked. Okay, does that look good?
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna click framing completed. Now you're gonna go ahead and click process. And it should show you exactly what it's gonna look like. So if you are ready, go ahead and click start.
Ready.
Oh, you gotta click start.
Oh, right here.
You do that first, it just prepares the information for the machine. Now you gotta go to the machine.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, so now we're printing the cookie.
Oh, it looks so good. I can't believe the detail in this thing, man. It's crazy. Oh, look at that cookie, man. Holy cow.
And so the cookie is an actual picture that we found online. It was a clip art picture. So we did have to go through and do some conversions on it. And you can see it looks really nice.
She's gonna love that.
All right, so it just beeped and it stopped, and this is what we have. It took 35 minutes? Oh, I didn't even realize it was going that long. We were so busy watching it, the time just flew.
Right? That looks really amazing. The detail is incredible.
So the other thing is, the nice thing with the camera is that even if you decide later that you want to add the graphics around the outside, you could still pull it out. Because the camera allows you to see live where it's at anyway.
Right.
So, all right, so I think we can go ahead and pull it out, or at least open the lid. There we go.
Take it out?
Yep, you can take it out. Oh yeah. Yep, it burned it in just a little bit, but not anything extreme.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, so then we can just go through and we can add just like a little border there, a little border there, just to dress it up. The world is your oyster. Whatever you want to do, you can figure it out. You can also laser a little hanging hole right there too.
Okay.
Because they do have the option to create your own circle graphics. So just drag a circle in right there, and you can set it to cut instead of engrave. And it'll just go.
I won't take that one.
Nope. So very cool.
That's amazing. It did a great job.
All right, so now we need to work on making your shirt.
Mine? Yeah.
So what is this, Alexa?
What?
What is that?
Tom is a punk.
Is Tom a punk? All right, so our next project, we are going to be cutting out some vinyl for heat transfer graphics onto a shirt. So we have picked out our heat transfer graphic paper. This is just white. And then the blue thing in the back, that is a light grip by xTool. So you peel off the backing, which is really sticky, and you want to be careful trying to center it on that back plate there. After you get it into position, then you can peel off the top clear wrapping paper, and then you can put your material down on that. And then when you're done, just put them back on. That keeps them all nice and contained. And so now we can go ahead and open up our program. And again, you want to make sure to put the shiny side down for your heat transfer graphic paper. All right, so we have our graphics right here. We set our top option right here to blade cut, and our material is PU HTV vinyl. So now we're going to go through and frame it. Okay, so we're going to make sure that it's staying on your paper. So that looks good. And then hit it one more time just to make sure. Yep. You see that little light shining up and down it?
Perfect.
There you go. Okay, now you can go ahead and click process right down there.
That's not start, but it works the same.
But you're right, you do have to click start because they're going to give you the preview first. So that's what it looks like.
Okay.
And then right there is the start. So go ahead and click start. And then you still have to click it on the machine.
Right.
Yep.
I do remember that part. I like that because it shows you.
Yeah. Push the button.
Idiot proof.
All right. So now it's going to go through.
It goes pretty fast too, I remember.
Yeah. We're cutting.
Cutting what? Oh.
Graphics out. All right, so this took probably maybe 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Oh my gosh. I forgot we had to flip it.
See? At all?
All right, so we had to switch to a different color. So we ran out of white. We forgot that you have to mirror it in the program, which means you just reflect it on the horizontal plane. So you can see how it's cut through, but it only cuts through the top layer. Now flip it over. Then you can actually see it on here, but it didn't cut through the clear part. So hopefully it cut through okay. I guess we'll find out. After you get all your graphics cut on the lasering machine, you then have to pull the excess material off by hand. So now you'll be left with only the items that you want to put down on your shirt. In our case, that would just be the text. We've got 2 different types of fonts, and anything that's going to be skinny and fine is going to be a little bit trickier to pull off. So you're going to want to keep some small knives, or as they call them, picks, on hand so that you can very carefully pull the items off while leaving the finer detailed material still on your sticky sheet there. And as you can see, it's definitely sticky because this is what's going to stick down on your shirt and hold it in place while you do your ironing. No, I think this will actually show through okay.
Okay, cool. I'd rather do the darker shirt.
Yeah, no, I think this will work just fine.
Perfect, okay.
Alright, let me see, just making sure I get it on straight. Okay. Alright, so now we have to use this stuff. It just goes over the top.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And now we get to iron it. Alright, so minus the glare, this is what we have for the shirt. The black looks amazing on this gray. And we're just letting this dry and cool down before you try to pull it off. So we just want to make sure it's fully cool before you pull these graphics off, because we don't want them sticking to this paper. And then we will see ultimately. But I mean, as far as like the technique of the laser, it did a great job of cutting all of this out. I mean, it's nice. It looks professional. It really looks good. All right, so we're able to show you guys a lot of the things that the xTool M1 machine is able to do. From the rotary tool to vinyl graphics, this thing is just slaying it. It is doing a great job. Just keep in mind that if you are going to use the rotary tool, that it does take a little bit more time than you might imagine. But the cutter tool is lickety split fast. So Mr. Tom over there will be wearing his shirt before he knows it. Are you so excited?
I'm really excited.
So, do you think I should bring this machine back again to make more projects for you?
Oh, absolutely. That would be fun.
So, would you like one of these?
I would love one of these. They're amazing.
So what would you say if this one is yours now?
What do you mean?
This one is now yours.
Why? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm excited, except I got a lot to learn. That's cool. I love that. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, I know that you had mentioned that you really wanted a laser machine and you had friends that were doing it, and I thought that this would be the perfect item. Your daughter could come in here and do some stuff with you and some of the grandkids, and you guys could do a lot of stuff together.
Not
and
my daughter.
Shannon. Okay, your grandkids, and maybe you guys could team up with Jamie and hit some of the swap meet fairs and
Oh, this is awesome.
sell some stuff out there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, when I saw this, I knew that the usability would be perfect for what your skill level entails. And you've got a whole box of materials that xTool has sent. So you've got lots to be able to practice on and hit the ground rolling.
Very cool. Thank you. This is an amazing machine.
So out of all the different things that the xTool M1 machine can do, which do you think is your favorite? I mean, the ability that this machine has is so mind-blowing. It is a little bit slower on some of the more complex things, but overall, it just gives you so much freedom to really be creative. Anyway, guys, check it out in the links down below and see if there's somebody in your family that definitely could be inspired by this machine. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing Christmas. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.